Wow, what an evening here in Vienna. The Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix of Vienna has thrown up thrills, it's thrown up spills, it's given us 12 riders and horses in the jump-off in this setting, which is second to none, mysterious, magical, musical. It is all happening. But we've lost Scott Brash, we've lost Christian Kuckuck, and EIC coolly jumped the queue, didn't read the queue, and Max Kuhner will not be in the jump-off. So who will be there? We had 11 in New York at Liberty State Park. Here at Schundren Palace, we have 12. Bertram Allen of Ireland, he rides Conquest de Rigo, 9 years of age. Basim Mohammed, great to see him back in a jump-off for the first time this season. The same can be said for Eduardo Alvarez Aznar, of course, on the podium in Shanghai. Riding Legend third in. Martin Fuchs and Ellen L. Lord is fourth in. Katrin Eckermann, she's had a couple of quiet LGCT Grand Prix, not this time in Vienna. She rides Diallo Blue, Iron Dames Diallo Blue PS to give its full entitlement. Then an old legend himself, another German rider, Hans-Dieter Dreher, makes his way into the jump-off sixth. Chaco Girl Star is a difficult horse to ride. Won in Mexico. Emmanuel Camilli was unwell in Riesenbeck, but he's firing here in Vienna. And Harry Schmolders, can him and Monaco make it 3 Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix wins in the same season? It's happened before, but can it happen for Harry here? Victor Bettendorf flew round on the young Gibbs en Prince, 9 years of age. Fernando Martinez Summer, when I asked him yesterday how he would do today, he didn't believe he would win. Well, him and Jop, they're in the jump-off. Then, of the top 5, we thought 5 would make it, but only Kilmister and Philip Weissaut and Peder Fredriksson and Al Capone made it into the jump-off. Peder, second in Riesenbeck. Philip, won Doha 2023. It's going to be an amazing jump-off, and now we're going to hear from the man that's won twice this season already on Monaco. It is Harry Schmolders.
Harry Schmolders and Monaco, another one for the books. What can you say about that?
Yeah, he did it again. The wonderful Monaco. Yeah, he was again amazing. He keeps giving, and he's so smart and experienced now. So. Yeah, I'm very delighted. Looking forward for the jump-off, but we have many competitors. I don't think anybody expected this kind of numbers clear. But okay, we're still in the game and moving forward for the jump-off.
The challenges in that course came thick and fast. We're seeing faults all over the course. What sort of do you think posed the most questions for you?
Yeah, I thought the first combination would give more faults, and it was a little bit on a half distance, but it seems to jump pretty easy actually. The time allowed is some people catching. But okay, we have enough number of clears, so let's focus on the jump-off.
As we all know, you and Monaco both won the Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix of Cannes and Valkenswaard this year. Could this be a third time lucky? Have you had a chance to look at the jump-off track yet? And what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I looked at the jump-off track, but there's a lot of difficult turns, and I think you have to ride it very precisely, the jump-off. That's how it looked like to me, but this course is surprising me, so probably the jump-off as well.
Awesome. Can't wait to see you out there, and congratulations.
Great to hear from Harry Schmolders. Confidence in Monaco is high as it would be. The horse has won 2 jump-offs in the Longines Global Champions Tour this season. And Harry, what he has achieved on this tour in the past is very much written in golden ink in the history books. Well, for a rider who was trying to get up to the top echelons of the Tour rankings, the Longines Global Champions Tour rankings, Andreas Scow, it wasn't to be this evening. His family are in watching, and Napoli jumped superbly, but they had one fence down. Let's hear from what Andreas had to say. Andreas, a round where Napoli jumped out of his skin and you helped him along the way. How do you feel? Because frustration too.
Yeah, very frustrated. I felt all the way that we had a clear round today. He jumped absolutely amazing. I even felt that where I had the mistake, I took my time, and he for sure wanted to jump it clear, but somehow from the top he just small touch and it fell, and yeah, not our day, but he jumped absolutely amazing.
In terms of the test that Peter Schumacher put out there for everyone, what was your view of where it was most challenging?
I find his track actually very nice. Like the other day, he's always building beautiful courses, fair to the horses, but the same tricky lines, and he will for sure today as well catch people a little bit everywhere. Maybe not as big as some of the other globals you have seen, but very nice and delicate course.
Celine Scow alongside you, Andreas' daughter. Celine, how proud of your dad are you? Because he is jumping so well this season.
I'm very proud.
Do you ever tempted to get on Napoli at home, or does Dad not let you?
I don't ride.
You don't ride at all?
No.
Oh, well. Guys, congratulations. Celine, thank you for coming on. Andreas, I know you'll be back, and good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you so much. Looking forward.
Great to hear from Andreas Scow. Great to hear from Celine Scow. Not a horse rider herself, but a very, very, very proud daughter. And Andreas not in the jump-off, but he will be back fighting in Rome for another chance to podium on the Longines Global Champions Tour. Now, someone who didn't quite make the jump-off this evening, Jana Vargas, has joined me, Jana, for the jump-off. We're going to talk it through. But before we do, let's talk about your round, because Dorette OLD again jumped beautifully, but just one down, and that is the game. One down and you're done and dusted at this level.
Yeah, exactly. She jumped a brilliant round. Actually, everything went like we planned it. I was maybe a touch far away that vertical, and it was a very unlucky fault. She couldn't jump any better, so I'm very happy with it, but still a bit disappointed. I would like to be in the jump-off, but okay, that's the sport.
She's a sort of horse that really suits the jump-off as well. She's very exuberant, very fiery in how she goes. If you look at what Andreas said, that it wasn't maybe the most testing course that we've seen on the Longines Global Champions Tour. Do you agree with that tonight? It's a lovely arena. It seems to ride very well, but 12 in the jump-off does suggest not as testing as it could have been.
To be honest, when I walked the course, I thought it was tough enough. I spoke with a few riders and we said, oh, it's really challenging. But the horses jumped very good here, and yeah, so we ended up with 12 riders. But yeah, also my horse jumped it really well, so maybe it was easier to ride than to walk. But for sure, a Grand Prix is always a testing course. So
we're going to have a look at the jump-off track in a moment. Just before we do, and it's going to come up now, what did Marcos say to you after your round? Because we had Marcos Zanatelli in here earlier.
What Marcos said after.
What did Marcos say to you after your round as we see the track come up? Did he have many wise words after your round?
No.
No, fair enough. Let's have a look at the course map. So they'll jump fence 9 first, and then talk us through, Jana, where we go from here. So 9 over the vertical, swinging left, 10, 11.
Yeah, I think it will be again the 7 to the Oxer. Then for sure I think everyone will turn inside to that vertical. Then it's quite a long way to the last one in the first round. Then we go around to jump B the other way around, and then turn short into the double.
So 4A and B in the first round.
And then we turn short to the vertical, and then I think the last 2 jumps, they will be tricky enough, because that's a funny angle there, and I guess some people will take a lot of risk, and let's see what happens there.
16 to fence 7 to finish. This arena does undulate some. How does it affect the horses, especially you're trying to push for time here?
Yeah, I think we saw the horses jump very good. So I think it doesn't affect them too much. But for sure, you have to have a good plan. You have to ride them well, make it easy for the horse, and yeah, we see.
We spoke at the start of the show about Gilles Thomas isn't here. That gives other people a chance, and we said that the last 5 were absolutely exceptional. It was a really exceptional lineup generally. No Christian Kuckuck, no Max Kuhner, no Scott Brash. Some surprises.
Yeah, that's true, but we have some very good riders in the jump-off.
We do.
But yeah, that's true. We thought to see them again. So I'm super excited who will win today. It will be a nice jump-off, a fast jump-off, I think. So it will be interesting.
We're now going to go to see the first rider, Bertram Allen, on Conquest Origo, this 9-year-old coming into the arena. How Bertram will go. Jana, it's always difficult going first in a jump off because you've got to set the tone.
Yeah, that's for sure. First to go is not the nicest position, but I think he knows what he has to do. He's very experienced, so he will probably put the pressure high.
Bell is gone. This 9-year-old by Phantom Master moves out of an Indoctro mare. It's only a 9-year-old. Huge big canter, massive big stride. Bertram's going to really try and use that. Here we go. Starts over fence 9. Swings left-handed. That's fence 10. Now turns back. We knew he'd come inside. Huge vertical. Conquest was excellent there. It's a really long run down here to what's the Vespa fence, which was the last fence. Now back right-handed. Middle part of the combination. Now back left-handed to this really tricky double. Oh, he's brave here. He's really brave. Oh, the horse has such control. Brilliant. Now lands, keeps the horse balanced, moves across. This is he's going to jump this on the angle. Look at that. And now lands in. Here's the last fence. Oh, he has a rub. Look at the time, 42.31. That's a brilliant effort.
Jana, 42.31 for Bertram Allen, but blimey, heart in your mouth stuff at the end because a big old knock on the last fence.
Yeah, but that was a brilliant round to start with. The pressure's on, that was really on the point. I mean, the horse is not the fastest from itself, but he did it very, very good, yeah.
42.31 seconds, and as you said, when you're going first, it always is difficult because you have to work it out more than the people that can watch. Do you think Bertram's done enough to really set a challenging time for the likes of Bassem Mohammed coming in now?
Yeah, I think it was, he put the pressure high, but their horses, they are naturally a bit faster, so it's interesting to see if someone can beat him.
There's some serious riders to come, as you said. Bassem Mohammed now on Rocket Man. Rocket Man. As you see Sheikh Ali, Khalid Al Thani watching on in the kiss and cry. We're now going to go back to Tom Frame for commentary.
So there you go, picks up that big canter. So we start over 9. Six strides up to, leaves one out across the line to 10. Now turns up. Whoa, he's very good. And again, you can see how well that horse tries. Moves across this to what was the last fence. Now, unfortunately, he just clipped that rail. Knew he had to turn back tight to this. The Longines Oxford, that was the middle part of the combination. Now this tricky double. Still plenty to jump for. Now turns back. Gallops across the arena. Has to be brave here and jump this on the angle. Huge water tray underneath it. Last fence. Unfortunately, the fence down. We'll keep an eye on the clock. 46.35. That gives us a marker. 4 falls, unfortunately. Going to keep him off the podium, I'm guessing.
Well, Bassem Mohammed there, slow up by, 4 seconds in the end on Rocket Man. Jana, crucially as well, having one down. That's what you don't want in a jump-off.
No, you don't want it in the jump-off. He had a quite early fall, so I think he took the speed out a little bit also. So, yeah, a bit unlucky there.
He made a comment, Bassem, to me earlier on when I was interviewing him, that actually this was a great opportunity, in his words, to get to know his horse better. And that will have been great for the knowledge bank for future, surely.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that was a very good, super first round, and also the jump off. I mean, a fault can happen, so I think he's very happy with that today, and brings them forward to the next shows.
Eduardo Aznar is next in on Legend, a rider who won in Rabat in the Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix of 2024. Let's see how the Spaniard goes. Third up in the Grand Prix jump off here in Vienna.
Big stride, he's going to try and use that as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stride. Well, he takes a 7. Now he lands inside. He's really tight here. Pops that 1.60 m, just catches it behind. You got to take the chances. There's so much at stake here. You have to be brave. There's no point coming into this ring when you've got this caliber of horse. You have to go for it. Now he turns up very tight here as well. He knows that this is going to be a difficult jump off. He's going to stay on a really good pace. He wants to beat Bassam. Lumps that really across the angle. Last fence. Look at the clock. 43.45. Slots him into second place at the moment.
So Edu Asnar goes into second place, 4 faults, 43.45. Jana, we said at the top after Bertram had been, he probably has put enough pressure on people here. And Eduardo Asnar is making errors like that because he's forcing the issues. It shows that Bertram put in a really good round.
Yeah, I think he was not so far away, so I think we have the chance to see someone going even faster than Bertram, but he put the pressure high. And yeah, the other ones have to go for it.
Talking about someone that can put pressure on people, Martin Fuchs yesterday evening riding Connor J. Won a 5-star here, now he rides LNL Lord, and can he go quicker than Bertram Allen? We wait to see.
You can see, not the biggest bodied horse, he's quite tall, he's quite long, he's quite thin actually. Real modern shape, that light, thin neck. Quite a long rein about him though, but he's very light on his feet and he's quick off the ground. And we know the man in the saddle is really competitive. So already he picks up that canter. You can see the light seat and he's just going to move up. I expect he's going to leave out of stride on the first distance. Jumps across the angle. 4, 5, 6 makes it look easy. Now how brave is he here? Oh, he's super brave. Has a rub, and again this fence is gone. Gave it a little bit more room than some of his previous horses, but it wasn't good enough. Horse just dived it a little bit. Bertram is going to breathe another sigh of relief. Now keeps going. Fences are going to keep falling here this evening. Oh, he's really good again. Now just keeps coming. Just gallops across the arena. He's going to jump this on the angle. Really forward shot. 1, 2. 6 strides to the last. He has the time, 42.64. No, he's not quicker. Bertram is going to take a bit of a relief from that. Bertram is on 42.3.
This just shows how good Bertram Allen has been going first, setting a time clear of 42.31, and even Martin Fuchs 42.64, but one down. Yesterday in a jump off, and okay, a lower jump off than it is here. Martin was so fast. There again, just having to push, take too many risks.
Yeah, Martin, he's a very fast rider. And it seems that the red vertical is a bit of a tricky one out of the short turn. And maybe the horse not with the last experience, but it looks fantastic for the future. And yeah. Oh, let's watch Katrin. She will go for it.
I was going to say someone you know quite well. Katrin Eckermann comes in on Diallo Blue, on Dames Diallo Blue PS, and as you said, she'll very much go for it. Let's see how Katrin goes. Bertram Allen to beat, clear on 42.31 seconds.
Real athletic horse this. Oh, she's nice and steady starting it up. She's going to wind it up when she gets to the top corner, I have no doubt. So here we go. It was fence 9. 4, 5, 6 jumps on the angle. Now she'll have seen the guys and how tight they were here. She's even braver than one. Whoa, she jumps it. Now the game is on. Now she gallops across. Was the last fence. It was a difficult angle in the first round. It's a difficult angle in the second round. Horse really has to sit up and back off that. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. And she's really tight here as well. Little rub on the way in. I believe she'll be slightly up on the time if she keeps coming. Now she's taking a little hold there. She's just set up for this big oxer. That might just cost her. Last fence. Keep an eye on the clock. 43.03. Puts her into third place. 4 falls, just drops down below Martin. Got got that turn back, jumped that red vertical.
Well, the vertical you spoke about, Katrin took more chances at and got it perfect, but it was the vertical just after that that didn't go for her.
Yeah, she probably, we would say she came a little too nice there maybe, and okay, you take the risk and you need a bit of luck. Maybe the next time she's more lucky than this.
Talking luck, we're right by the combination here. The amount of horses that have really hit that hard and kept it up is quite exceptional. We've now got in Hans-Dieter Dreyer. He was 6th into this jump off, and how he goes, the German veteran, we wait to see. Bertram Allen still leads the way, clear, and 42.31 seconds to beat.
Dakotas, that's the 16-year-old Balladarue. Hans-Dieter Dreyer, he's ranked number 31 in the world. Now he steps across that horse, has a huge stride. So he goes, he's quite tight, he's careful, he has a little rub, but he gets away with it. Now he comes across the arena, you can see, just settles the horse. He drifted a little bit, but he's up on the time. Whoa, he's very good. You can see he twists a little bit in the air trying to set up the turn. He's super brave here. Very nimble, very light on his feet. I think Bertram's getting worried. He was worried till that back rail fell down. Comes across the angle. We didn't expect that. He had jumped in really nicely. Last fence coming up. Look at the clock. He's got the time. Unfortunately, that fence down. 40.49. Phenomenal time. We know the time can be beaten, but you have to leave all the fences in the cups. Hans will be disappointed. You know, when you get into the double as well as he did, you kind of would really expect...
Yeah, no, that was rapid. And he really pushed his horse there, twisting over fence 15 to come back. But again, it just shows if you get anything wrong in this, you're out the running, and Bertram Allen is sat there, cool as a cucumber, still on top.
Yeah, like we said, he has put the pressure on. Everyone tries to go for it, and he was just, yeah, he didn't jump the oxa out there super good, so he had a little rub there, but yeah, that's, you need the luck, you need to risk it.
Estemelda Cortés, his horse, worked so nicely from every question he asked, he answered, even when he made him twist and turn and work to his extremities.
Yeah, exactly. It was actually a super round. Otherwise, it's a shame.
A man with a golden ticket already to the Longines Global Champions Tour Super Grand Prix is Emmanuel Camilli, riding Chaco's Girl Star. They won in Mexico City. Can they become one of a few riders this season to win twice in the season? We wait to see. Emmanuel Camilli comes into the arena. Bertram Allen still clear, 42.31 to beat.
You can see again, sheepskin noseband, double reins. Big canter, look at that power that she generates from behind. Now here we go, comes to the first fence. 6 strides is definitely on here. Comes across the angle. Now let's see, what's he gonna do here? How brave is he? He's gone a little bit wider, gives it lots of respect. And now he's gonna move across the arena. Difficult fence this, on the angle. She's super careful. Now he can be brave here. Comes up on the inside. Now drops really quickly. Ooh, has a rub. Unfortunately, she caught the wing on the way out. So that will count. Now she's gone wide here. Just decided to very quickly, good decision to just give her a little bit more room. Coming to jump the last. That'll have cost him a couple of seconds, ends up on 45.28, pushes him down currently into 6th place.
Slower from Emmanuel Camilli, over 45 seconds, Shana, than would have been because he eased off in the end. We said 4A and B had stayed up. Well, he hit 4A and 4B, he smashed, sadly, there. 4 faults at that one. Brave, but not good enough in the end.
Yeah, it's tricky. It's out of a really short turn, so the horses really have to push out of the combination, and he turned a bit earlier to the left, and then he got too much to the left side, and that was not as planned.
The horse has plenty of capability, a long stride, and a really powerful horse too.
Yeah, but I think also not the easiest one, so he did a really good job. Yeah, just a bit unlucky.
Well, from one golden ticket winner to another, because Harry Schmolders has actually won twice this season. He didn't take the golden ticket from the second time he won because he already had one in his back pocket. Monaco, he won on both times. Can he become one of a number of riders in Longines Global Champions Tour history to win 3 times in a season? Would be the first to do so this season. Well, who would bet against Harry Schmolders right now? We're going to go back into the arena and see how he and the fabulous Monaco can go here in Vienna.
Very, very quick. We know that for sure. Let's see what he can do. He goes on to 7 and really turns up so tight here. Monaco's very clever. He's a real conscience. He knows his job so well. Watch his ears. He's pricking his ears. He's looking for the fence. Rolls around the upright. He is a little bit down. I'm sure he can make that up. I don't expect to see him in the red for much longer. Now gives this a bit of respect. Stays straight. Now he needs to be quick. He's come up on the second part. He's just slightly in front. Now he's coming across the angle again. 4, 5, 6. Comes up the inside. Bertram, I don't think you're going to keep it. Harry goes into the lead. Look at that, 41.96. Foot perfect all the way. That's the ruse smile of a man who knows his job and has a fantastic relationship. Monaco is such a professional. Wow. What?
Amazing. I'm coming back. Thank you so much.
Season 41.96 seconds. Neue Führung, neue Sonderapplaus, Harry Schmolders.
And here, watch, he rolls around the corner here off this fence. He's so close to the upright and then just pushes through the victory.
Monaco and Harry Schmolders go into the lead. Jana, the way that Harry used the horse's natural pace at the back part of the course to make up time was sensational.
Yeah, Harry is one of the best riders. He's really, wow, that was a fantastic round, and he knows exactly what to do, and that was just a pleasure to watch.
On commentary, they said Monaco just part way through the course. He came over the Vespa fence in front of the grandstand, ears pricked, and it was from that moment on that the momentum really came through.
Yeah, it's so interesting to see. He really slows down before the jump, so then he can turn really tight after. And then he got a good shot to number 15, the Longines Auxerre, and that was perfect.
This is not the first time this has happened this evening. Victor Bettendorf is on 9-year-old Gibbs en Prince. And earlier on, he just was a little bit unsettled, and it's happening again here. Young horses are like that, aren't they? They can just rise to the occasion in the wrong way sometimes.
Exactly, and the atmosphere here is special, and then you have a young horse, and yeah, sometimes it goes like that.
Well, Victor, of course, Longines Global Champions Tour Super Grand Prix winner last year, unexpectedly, but then sold Foxy de la Roque. Now having to rebuild his horsepower, and here, even the best sometimes have problems.
Yeah, exactly. Victor is...
So the bella's gone. He's got 24 seconds left to get going. That simple as that.
Oh, we see he retires now.
And that's good horsemanship, because Gibbs en Prince will be back. He's a good horse. Yes, OK, that might have demoralised both Victor and the horse to a degree.
Yeah.
You don't want to push your horse too far. You've got to take care of your horse, and Victor very aware of that.
Yeah, he's there. We see once again he's really a horseman, and he feels today it's not the right day to push him through that, and I find it very good. So there's a great future ahead. The horse is only 9, so he knows what to do, and he just says, okay, we try again next time.
Gibbs en Prince, just in this setting, we've already said it's the biggest of stages, and it's difficult. Have you ever had that happen to you in an arena? This big or smaller?
No, thank God not. But yeah, for some horses, it's like when they're young and they come into such an arena, yeah, they sometimes get a little shy, and that's part of it also. We have to give them a good feeling, and sometimes one day it goes, and one day we have to find a way to make it work again.
So if you're just tuning in, as Fernando Martinez Summer comes into the arena, new dad, a few weeks ago for the second time, was not overly confident of his chances coming into this. We asked him yesterday if Gilles Thomas wasn't here, could he take the chance? And he basically said no after a lot of deliberating. There's Harry Schmolders. There was Harry Schmolders, who's in the lead here Fernando Martinez Sommer, never a winner of a Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix. What do you give to get a golden ticket here? Duke the horse. We're going to go back into the arena now and see how Fernando does.
Goes to 7. Now he's got to turn up tight here now. And now jumps this, and he's got to move now. Let's go. Let the horse open his stride. Now slow him down. Yop is very clever. He's very careful. You can see how he does. He's a little bit down on the clock. Okay, keeps it very neat. He's gone outside here. Pops in. He's gone down on the clock. He's a few seconds off, I'm afraid. I'm not sure he's going to be able to bring it home from here and go quick enough. He's opted to go out a bit wider. I think he's decided, watching Harry go, that he hasn't a chance of pipping him. So he's decided the clear round is going to get him a lot of points and a nice piece of prize money. So he goes for the clear round, puts him into 3rd place, 48.82. Maybe let the big guns go.
Well, I said Fernando Martinez Sommer yet to win a LGCT Grand Prix. A safe round there and a strong round from him and Duke.
Yeah, absolutely. Fernando also really a horseman, and it looks like he wants to give the horse a bit more time, and we have only 2 clears, so he did perfect.
We're just going to go to Kiss and Cry, where Floss Bish-Jones has someone.
Longines Global Champions Tour. Kill Mr.
Or not. That is the nature of live television. Floss was, I thought, down there with someone, but no. And we now have coming into the arena next, second last to go, Philip Weissaut on another developing horse, Kilmister. Can Philip manage to go clear? Can he match Harry Smulders and potentially win here, the Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix of Vienna?
Cruises across that distance. You can see he has his eye on the fence, and that's really tight. Uses that horse's exaggerated use of himself. You can see how he really rolls over the jump. Here we go, everybody gone quiet. Let's get him out of the double. Now he's got to gallop. Lands, you got to move. Come on, keep going, keep going, keep going. Now, meets this going forward, really brave. Jumps it on a huge angle, coming to the last fence. I'm not so sure, I can't judge it. Is he quick enough? Yes, he is. He's gone into the lead. That's an extraordinary performance. He turned up so tight on all those turnbacks. He really did it. He's gone 40.85. He's blown it away. That's a phenomenal performance.
Lisa, just what does that mean to you?
It means a lot to me. Philip always believed, I have to say, more Norris than me, to be fair, but I'm really happy for Philip and for us, but still Peter's to go.
Well, good luck.
The last fence pushes through the finish. That's an extraordinary performance. Punches the air.
Philip Weissaut last won a Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix in Doha in 2023 on Just Be Gentle, on Kilmister here. He's gone ahead of Harry Schmaltz, and that is no mean feat because Harry flew round.
Yeah, that was absolutely a perfect round of Philip. He had a perfect turn to number 3, to the red vertical, and I think the horse not with the last experience, but Philip, he's just so cool. He just does his thing.
Ice in his veins. He's been a little bit of a sleeping giant on the Longines Global Champions Tour. I'm not saying he's not been jumping well, but you know, that's a long time to go without a win. There's one man left who can come between him and the top place on the podium and the golden ticket to the Longines Global Champions Tour Super Grand Prix, and that is second in Riesenbeck, Peter Fredriksson.
Here we go. Huge stride. Walks up there on the 6th. Look at the control he has and pushes through the corner, perfectly accurate. Now needs to move up and then just slow up a little bit. Al Capone is really clever. He reads it so well. Now we're in business. Now jumps this on the angle. Drop in around the back. Quick as you can, brave as you like. Super tight here. Come on, keep coming, keep coming. Now, come out as quick as you can. He's got to drop back and keep moving. Don't lose the balance. Keep pushing. He's going to jump this on the angle. We're going to have to look at it. He's really close, keeps coming up the inside. He's nearly there, slightly out, I think. Can he do it? No, he's just outside. 42.43 drops him into 4th place. Look at the top 4. We have a winner. Philip Wysett. Yeah, he gets a big hug, so well deserved. Kilmister, he's only a 9-year-old. He's an absolute gorgeous one.
Well, for Petter Fredriksson, it wasn't quite to be this evening. He can't quite get past Philipp Weissaut. Jana, Germany have a winner again on the Longines Global Champions Tour, and it's Philipp Weissaut. You must be thrilled for him.
Yeah, that was, like I said before, a perfect round, and he really deserves the win today. And I'm super happy for him. He's such a cool person, and he really deserves it.
On the 9-year-old Kilmister, and if we look at the top 3, Philipp Weissaut back on the podium first time since Doha 2023. Harry Schmolders to knock Harry off the top of the podium really is exceptional. And Bertram Allen, welcome back to the Longines Global Champions Tour with a podium. Jana, thank you so much for being with us during the jump-off. It's been brilliant to have you. Well, what an amazing evening. Philipp Weissaut gets the win on the Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix here in Vienna. We will, of course, have Philipp Weissaut in the studio as soon as we can get him here. And what a moment it will be to actually talk through what happened for Philipp out there with Kilmister. We're going to have Christian Kuckuck as well to have a conversation about his great mate, Philipp Weissaut, and everything that's gone on here in the Longines Global Champions Tour of Vienna. Wow, puff out of the cheeks. What an amazing jump off that was. 12 road, and in the end, it was Philipp Weissaut and Kilmister who get the win in the Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix of Vienna.
It up to everybody. Bertha was very clever. This horse has a huge...
There is confirmation of your Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix winner for Vienna 2025. And in front of the Schönbrunn Palace, it is Philipp Weissaut that shone the brightest, getting the golden ticket to the Longines Global Champions Tour Super Grand Prix at the GC playoffs, in Prague in November. So let's have a look at what that does to the table this evening. Let's have a look at the rankings. We've had 12 riders in the jump off. We're just waiting for those to, in fact, the results, sorry, we're going to have a look at. It was, of course, Harry Schmolders who was top of the pile until Philipp went. Peder Fredriksson came in last, couldn't change things, but in 40.85 seconds and jumping clear on another 9-year-old Kilmister this time. Philip Weishaupt gets the win, his first since he jumped on Just Be Gentle in Doha in 2023. To take a golden ticket to the Longines Global Champions Tour Super Grand Prix. Then Harry Schmulders, well, he can't be greedy because he's already won twice on tour this season, already has a golden ticket, finishing second clear at 41.96. Bertram Allen on another 9-year-old Conquest Origo, finishing clear at 42.31. Peder Fredriksson pushed with all he could on Al Capone, 42.43, but couldn't better the second place that he had in Riesenbeck, finishing fourth, the Swede. But how he has returned to the Longines Global Champions Tour. And Fernando Martinez Sommer, the only other rider clear in 48.82 seconds. Such a shame he gets forced off the podium because that would have been his first. Now, alongside me is a very, very good rider indeed, and Philip's, well, one of Philip's best mates, Christian Kukuk. Just sum up what you've just seen and how happy you are to see Philip back on top of the podium in a Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix.
Yeah, I mean, a great day for Philip. I have to be honest, I didn't expect him as a winner today. But that's actually the most dangerous moments, because he loves to shine in these moments, actually. And that's one of his biggest strengths. I mean, he just does things in the course no one else is really able to do. And I'm really happy for him. Kilmister is only 9 years old. Philip really believes in the horse and believed in the horse, putting him here under the lights in the Grand Prix. And yeah, he proved himself right today. He had a great jump off. When he crossed the finish line, I was actually sure he would have won, because the way he got the jump off done so smooth in the turns, I think no one was able to have that turn to number 3, to the red vertical, as he did. And I'm just really, really happy for him. I mean, we've didn't seen him so much in the last weeks in the Grand Prix, and today is his night, and that makes me really happy.
I described Philip earlier on as a sleeping giant of the Longines Global Champions Tour. Do you feel it's fair that we've now obviously seen him wake up on tour and wake from his slumber? It's so deserved. He's been so consistent through the last 18 months without really ever getting those results to get him on the podium, but that's really hard to do.
Yeah, well, I know, and in the end, it doesn't really matter which horse. He always brings out a new horse in the Grand Prix and wins Grand Prix on the new horses. Like you said, he won 2 Grand Prix now on 9-year-old horses. That's also a special skill you have to have, and he has that in him. That just a natural feeling he has in himself is yeah. Not many riders in our circuit have that. He's one of a few. And yeah, that's necessary to have in these moments to win that Grand Prix tonight with quite of an unexperienced horse, actually, and that's one of his biggest skills.
Let's talk about the horse, because we keep saying that winning on a 9-year-old is unusual, although of course last week Gilles Thomas won on Calista, 9 years of age, and there have been others through the season. It's becoming a little bit more common, but how difficult is it to develop and prepare a horse to jump this high quality a Grand Prix, and not just jump it but go and win it at 9 years of age?
That's the biggest challenge we have. I mean, we have the horses since they are young and we always believe in them, but if you see always the way between 6 and 9 years old, there's also a period where you maybe struggle or you doubt things, but then it's just about you to trust your feeling and your belief in the horse and to stay quiet. And that's what Philip always said. He had a few up and downs in that time, but he always believed in the horse and he always stayed quiet, and you know, he proved himself right today. But that is of course one of the biggest challenge we have, to stay quiet, even if you know the way gets a little bit bumpy. We have to stay calm and we have to believe in our horses and in ourselves, and then the results will come at one point.
And we saw tonight Gibbs-en-Prince and Victor Bettendorf, of course 9 years of age as well, came in, didn't like the atmosphere and actually had to retire without jumping a fence in the jump-off.
Yeah, I have to be honest, I didn't really see that. I was more focused on the warm-up and on Philip, so I didn't really see what happened.
Did you help Philip in the warm-up? Were you out there? What did you say to him?
I watched him a little bit, but he knows himself what to do. And today was a jump-off for no doubt and no question, so he knew he had to try everything. That's what he did. He went in and he went all in, and he won it.
You would have watched the jump off, you would have watched him go. Would you have changed anything about how he rode it? Any lines you would have taken differently?
No, I think he had the perfect ride. And
so looking ahead now for Philip for the rest of the season, of course, he's got the golden ticket to the Longines Super Grand Prix, Longines Global Tour Super Grand Prix, at the GC Playoffs in Prague. He joins you. You're on Checker from London. How does he now build to that? What does he do with Kilmister to make sure that his horses are firing even more?
I mean, I have to say that win tonight and the golden ticket puts us as a team a little bit in a challenging situation. I mean, first of all, we have to say it's a really great result because not only Philip and me, it's also Emanuel Camilli. So we have 3 out of our 6 riders in the super final on Saturday night, which makes it a little bit challenging for our team to decide who is jumping, which horse is jumping. That's, of course, something we have in our head and in our mind in the next weeks, but we won't have the solution tonight. We will see what comes up, but it's definitely challenging.
And just to talk about your round earlier, how is Checker? Obviously, just one down, that happens at this level. How did the horse feel tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I have to say, I was a little bit lucky maybe on number 1. He was maybe a little bit sleepy there, but then I actually felt like I had a really, really perfect round. I had everything the way I wanted it to have. And then I came around that turn to the last line and I had the feeling that something bothered him because his left ear suddenly went backwards a little bit and not how he usually has them. And then he just kicked a little bit out with his hind legs and had the vertical down. But then also the next fence felt like kind of a bothered fence. It's hard for me to explain, but his left ear didn't pay the attention he normally pays. And then he shaked his head after the last fence. So something bothered him in the last line because I didn't expect that rail, honestly. And the last line didn't really match with all the rest of the course. So yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed with that, but I cannot really say what happened. It's difficult for me, but for the rest, I'm happy with his performance. I think one down. That small things decide on this level, and if just something bothered him, just maybe he was a little itchy in his ear and he didn't like it for a second, and you have a rail down and that's it. But on this level, everything has come together to jump a clear round or to win these classes. And it didn't come today, but that's how it is.
Christian, thank you so much for your time, so much for your analysis, and I know you'll be back and firing very soon indeed. It's time now to see Christian's great mate Philip Weiss out on top of the podium as we go to the podium presentation from the Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix of Vienna.
In second place, taking his position, Harry Smolders. He gets up on the second place step, acknowledges the crowd. And now to take them center spot. What a smile. What a deserving winner we've had. Kilmister, he's only a 9-year-old. Harry is in second, but today he's got a hand over Philip Weiss. That he was the man. He punches the air, enjoy it. Crowd really appreciative. What a performance. We know he's won an LGCT in the past. He's added one now in 2025. We're going to see him at the Longines Super Cup final. I think he may be a little bit emotional here, actually. So, no, really, he'll be delighted with this. So we'll just take a second.
Ladies and gentlemen, we honor the winner with the national anthem of Germany. Crossing the gorge, Philip Weissert.
So we've had the national anthem. We'll get ready now to present the prizes, and coming forward. So, presenting to Bertram in third place, we have Serena Hemberg. She's a supporter here of the LGCT in Vienna, so very nice to have her presenting the third prize, and I'm sure Philip is thanking her very much. This show means so much to the riders. To be back here in Vienna in this absolutely stunning arena with such a crowd here, such an appreciative crowd that have been here all weekend. I'm sure that's what he was saying. We move on. In second place, presenting to Harry Smollers, we have Miss Sonia Kilman. She's the organising committee. She's the OC of the LGCT here in Vienna. She's done a sterling job setting up this show, looking after everybody. What a performance, what a show. They can be so proud of what they've done here all week, and in the setup and in the layout is absolutely amazing. Coming forward to present our winner with his watch, Miss Christina Henschel, the Vice President of Marketing of Longines. She congratulates Harry. He has a couple already, but this one is for Philip. I'm sure he will enjoy it, and he's really happy. He gets a golden ticket, he gets that gorgeous watch as well. And now, a couple of more prizes. We have a beautiful painting. This is going to be presented by Klaus Panholster. He's the CEO here of the Schönbrunn Palace. What a beautiful place. He's really enjoyed the weekend. He's been a great supporter of the show, been a great supporter of the competitions all weekend. I hope he's really enjoyed himself. We've really appreciated what they've done for us here. The gardens, the setup, the palace itself. It is just stunning. What a place to be, and a fitting place for the performance and to see these horses and riders. Presenting the trophy to the winner this evening, we have Mr. Jan Tops, the president and founder of the Longines Global Champions Tour. Jan Tops, he congratulates everybody, and everybody appreciates it. What a successful weekend we've had. Everybody in position. Photographs have been taken. Trophies are being held on high. There's a smile of the winner. Beautiful trophy for the 2026 LGCT of Vienna. Now we'll see, our prize givers are going to disappear quickly. They reach for the champagne. Let's see who's the quickest to uncork the bottle. Harry's going really well, but our winner, he's the first man out. Bertram, he's a little bit slower. Yeah, the boys turn around. They're going to give it to Philip this evening. Yes, well done. He's quick in the ring. He's also quick with the cork, with the champagne. It's been a brilliant evening. They're going to get back up on their horses. The last few photographs to be taken. Harry's not too slow either. He gets his revenge. Bertram comes in from the far flank. Yeah, the lads enjoying themselves. Our two mascots are there as well. They're enjoying themselves. We've had a really fun 3 days of jumping. It's been outstanding. What a Grand Prix. What a fitting end to a brilliant 13th leg of our phenomenal league here. Everybody, all smiles, everybody really happy. We still have people in the stand. They've thoroughly enjoyed it. The music has been great. We had a damp evening here on the Friday, but it didn't dampen anybody's spirits. The sport has been extraordinary. The jumping has been of the highest standard. So, riders getting a leg back up again. So we're getting ready, the final piece. All the officials, all the judges, all the sponsors, everybody in position. This is one of the nice pieces that we have as well. The lap of honour, and we thank everybody. So Philip leads them off, acknowledges the crowd. So he's enjoying this, and right he should. Kilmister, that 9-year-old, absolutely stunning. What a world-class performance from a world-class pairing. So for me, Tom Frayne here,
Philip
Weissert
so has taken the win here in the Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix in Vienna. Is there a more deserving rider in the 40 that started the day, guiding 9-year-old Kilmister to victory here? A gorgeous horse. He had to work oh so hard because Harry Smolders, in the shadows of the Schönbrunn Palace, had set the bar oh so high, and Philipp Weishaupt saw that bar and raised it. You can see how quick Kilmister is as he enjoys his lap of honour, oh so deserved. And what it means, of course, is a golden ticket to the Longines Global Champions Tour Super Grand Prix at the GC playoffs in Prague in November. Philipp Weishaupt has not had a golden ticket to a Longines Global Champions Tour Super Grand Prix since 2023. Well, now he very much does, because back in Doha, Abdul Said, for the second year in a row on Bon Ami, they got the golden ticket at the first time of asking. Belgium's Abdul Said took the golden ticket for the first time in Mexico in stage 2. We saw him earlier on Chaco Girl Star. It was Emmanuel Camilli beating Jorne Spree to top spot and taking that all-important golden ticket and the place in the Longines Global Champions Tour Super Grand Prix. Stage 3, Shanghai, Scott Brash jumped his way ahead of Gilles Thomas. That hasn't happened much this season. And Edu Aznar in a sultry, warm and pressurised Grand Prix. Then Yoli Maitanoneo in Madrid shocked a few people as she took a golden ticket from Madrid, and the party started for her and her family in the Spanish city of Madrid. From Cannes, Harry Schmulders of the Netherlands and Monaco, just down the road from Monaco, won the golden ticket there. Not for the first time would they be on the top of the podium at an LGCT Grand Prix. Scott Brash won in Saint-Tropez, which meant Kemp Farrington took the golden ticket as he finished second. If you finish second and someone already has one, then you get the spot. The USA's Kemp Farrington with the golden ticket from Ramatuelle Saint-Tropez. In the French capital of Paris, Gilles Thomas reigned supreme over Lily Keenan and Dennis Lynch of Ireland, taking the golden ticket there with his first win of the season. Then in Monaco, a very emotional win for Simon Delestre, beating Harry Charles, beating Kim Emmen, a golden ticket and a place in Prague for Simon Delestre at the Longines Global Champions Tour Super Grand Prix. Christian Kukuk and Checker 47 inspired many in London at the Royal Chelsea Hospital as they jumped their way past Ben Mayer and again into that elite lineup in Prague. Nicola Philipparts finished second in Valkenswaard behind Harry Schmulders again. Schmulders this time on home soil in Valkenswaard. Gilles Thomas back in third, but it was Nicola Philipparts of Belgium who would take the golden ticket from stage 10. And then Gerrit Nieberg, a bit of a surprise on the skewball ping pong, managed to win in Riesenbeck. The home fans wanted Christian Kukuk. They got another local lad in Gerrit Nieberg. He gets a golden ticket from Ludger Beerbaum's backyard. In New York last week, a surprise, another surprise, as debutant Thibaut Philipparts took second position behind countryman Gilles Thomas, and he took a golden ticket. And then to finalise that story, from here in Vienna, the champagne moment goes to Philipp Weishaupt. He gets the 13th golden ticket of the season. And it will be him going to the Longines Global Champions Tour Super Grand Prix at the GC playoffs in Prague in November. Philipp Weishaupt is just arrived in the studio. But before we speak to Philipp, we're going to hear from Harry Schmulders, who finished in second.
Harry in Monaco, I have no words. 2 wins this year already and now a second. Put into words what this year has been so far.
Well, it's been amazing. I mean, he's so consistent. And today he shows again his skills in the jump off, and he's so clever. Like you say, no words. 2 wins and a second place, not bad.
And in a location like this, I mean, there can't be many better locations than in front of the palace.
Oh, I mean, it's the first time here in this spot, but it's a fantastic setting, and I think we've seen great sport also this weekend. Last night, a super quick jump off. Tonight again with 12 riders, excitement and sport from a very, very high level.
As you mentioned, a lot in the jump off tonight. Did you expect your result would fall this way? What were you thinking heading in?
I know there were quite a few options in the jump off, like turns. It was like a difficult jump off. I also think there were not too many clears. Out of 12, probably 3 or 4, 5. So you have to ride it very precisely, and I think Kilmister with Philip was faster in the beginning, a little bit bigger step, and he kept in front of me. But I'm really pleased with my performance from Monaco, and looking forward for the next one.
Finally, we know you both have your ticket to the Longines Global Champions Tour Super Grand Prix at the GC Prague playoffs in a few months' time. What does the rest of your year look like in terms of what stages might we see you at for the Longines Global Champions Tour?
In 2 weeks, I might take Monaco to Rome. Then I will put a little bit of step back and focus on the Super Grand Prix in Prague.
Wonderful. We're looking forward to seeing you there, and congratulations again.
Great to hear from Harry Schmolder's second position for him and Monaco this evening, after, of course, 2 wins earlier in the season. Now, I'm delighted to have the winner of the Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix of Vienna alongside me, Philip Weishaupt. Philip, just sum up your emotions at winning this evening, at getting the golden ticket to the Longines Global Champions Tour Super Grand Prix as well at the GC playoffs. How do you feel?
Yeah, it's easy to say, but I am over the moon. I was completely unexpected. I have a 9-year-old. I don't think there was any other 9-year-old in the class. 9 is extremely young to jump that level. I felt supposedly my Grand Prix horse a little tired on Friday. He jumped a clear round in the team. He gave everything. I said, you know what, try and let's jump Kilmister this week. He felt very good yesterday. Then I had a good plan because I didn't do the jump off yesterday. I was in the 150, and then I saved him for the Grand Prix, and the plan went perfectly for me. The first round, he really helped me out. I came miles too quick and too fast into the double. I don't know how he came out there. He really helped me. And then one time I lost my reins in the first round. In the second round, I think I had a fantastic turn from 2 to 3, what you just see now there. That was very good, and then I had a very smooth down to this vertical. I had a very good turn back to this oxer. What you see now, and here again I got a perfect shot with a bit of room to the vertical. So there was a lot of problems in the coming out there. It jumped it great, and now here I think I won it. Now I'm going full speed to this oxer. I had a really forward one. Now I just had to stay one moment out again with a 6. He made it so well. For so little experience, the horse was just incredible. But that was the winning turn. You see this hind end there on this vertical. Just incredible horse, incredible quality. If a 9-year-old can deliver around like this, it's just unbelievable.
He doesn't look like the most naturally fast horse, but as you said, agile, a really long stride, and really scopy too.
Yeah, and I can't remember when I had a horse with so much blood. It doesn't look like it, but I rode him a very long time this morning, because he wants too much, so you always have to slow him down and calm him down, because he's so much power and so much jump. So you have to always make sure he stays relaxed and is not too motivated and too much forward. Worked out perfectly. What I really like, then he comes to the jump off, to the prize giving, and he feels like he knows what's going on. He stands there like a pony and enjoys the blanket and the ribbon. That shows you that he really knows what's going on and that he did a good job, and it's very smart.
I can really sense the emotion in your voice. The last time you were on top of the podium at Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix was Doha 2023. Now
it's like a very long time ago.
Now you can look at, you recently became a dad, and there's a lot going on. Now you look ahead to the Longines Global Champions Tour Super Grand Prix. How excited are you about that?
I mean, this is my favorite week of the year, Prague. Last time we went to Prague, I was last in the ring on Sunday in the GCL, and I had to go clear to win it, and I made it within a day. That was probably the most emotional day in my life, besides everything what goes privately, but sports-wise, that was unbelievable. I really enjoyed that show in Prague. It's a very, very special event, starting with the excitement in the team classes, but also the Super Grand Prix is something very special. Every rider has that on his bucket list to win once, and now I'm in it. And first, you have to be in it to win it, right?
You absolutely do. Well, Philip, we're going to leave it there. Well done. Congratulations. Go and celebrate. It's been a magnificent performance from you, and thank you so much this evening. We're now going to hear from the third place finisher tonight. That was Bertram Allen.
Bertram, a little bit of a hiatus from the Longines Global Champions Tour, but great to have you back here with us. You're the youngest ever winner of a Longines Global Champions Tour and now back on a podium. How does that feel?
Yeah, delighted. Relatively young, or is a young horse, and he was fantastic here. I think it's as good a result as I could have hoped for Harry, and with Monaco and Philip were fantastic and very hard to beat. So no, I'm happy with my third place today.
And as you mentioned, just a 9-year-old, were you expecting a step up like this, or were you aiming for a nice clear?
Well, I always want to try and win when I get as far as the jump off, but it was quite a very technical jump off actually. So I had a little bit of a plan, but obviously couldn't watch anyone been first to go. And to be honest, everything went to plan. The others were just better and faster.
And as you said, first to go, did you think you were going to be able to hold onto a podium for the whole jump off?
No, I didn't when I came out with 12 in it. But no, the jump off still took quite a bit of jumping, so that probably suited me a little bit, that the jumps were a bit bigger and then a few of the others could have a fault. So no, I'm happy with the podium.
And finally, a word on the venue. It's the first time we're back in Vienna, but it's the first time... we're back in Vienna, but it's the first time we're here at this venue. A word on the venue, the crowd, the atmosphere. How did it feel out there?
Yeah, fantastic. The backdrop is obviously unbelievable, but all week the crowds have been fantastic, the atmosphere has been fantastic, and that really makes a big difference. And also a great amount of space, big arena, loads of place for the horse. So no, it's a great show.
Well, congratulations once again, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, see you. Thank you.
Bertram Allen, who back on the Longines Global Champions Tour, and he finishes back on the podium, finishing in third. Philipp Weishaupt takes the win. Harry Schmolders in second, Bertram Allen in third. So what does that do to the Longines Global Champions Tour rankings for 2025? Gilles Thomas wasn't here. Christian Kuckuck did not make the jump off. Andreas Scout did not make the jump off, so the top three remain the same. But now they have Harry Schmolders coming up on the outside. Fourth position overall at the moment, 174 points. But what's that? Nearly not far off 100 still behind Gilles Thomas, whose position at the top of the rankings looks sensational. Of course, Michael van der Vleuten didn't make the jump off either. Then as we go through, what we do know is Philipp Weishaupt has gone from below 50th in the rankings to into the top 20 now with the win this evening. What a Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix it has been at the Schönbrunn Palace here in Vienna, returning to Vienna for the first time in 2016. Germany maintain their monopoly on the Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix of Vienna, because Marcus Eining won it last time back in 2016. Philipp Weishaupt wins it this time. In 2 weeks' time, we will be at Circus Maximus in Rome, with no chariots, but plenty of horses to see who can win the Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix of Rome and get the golden ticket from stage 14. We can't wait to see you there. Join us if you can, and if you can't, catch up on all the highlights. Thank you for being part of the action on the Longines Global Champions Tour. And for now, goodbye.
In the heart of timeless Rome, the stage is set for another thrilling battle. Surrounded by history, where ancient warriors once fought, the world's best riders take on a monumental challenge. With the season reaching its climax, every stride matters. Every jump could change the standings. The championship fight intensifies, and glory is within reach for only the bold. Join the Longines Global Champions Tour of Rome from October 10th to the 12th.